Hundreds of studies are underway to test therapies to cure COVID-19. One major focus is the use of what's called convalescent plasma. While still experimental, early results from a clinical trial, multiple clinical trials in fact, show that plasma transfusions are both safe and effective. The therapy transfuses antibody-rich plasma from recovered patients into sick patients. Many of the doctors who are coming forward are members of Orthodox and Hasidic Jewish communities, interestingly enough. Senior medical correspondent Dr. Narula spoke with a patient and his donor.
After almost a month in the hospital, this is the moment 59-year-old Robert Kovacs longed for, going home.
I was in bed for the first 2 weeks. Then we get to week 3, and week 3 was like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back.
For weeks, Kovacs was dependent on a high-flow oxygen concentrator.
At this point, I'm ready to do anything because I could see that my oxygen was not changing.
That's when doctors found him a match for a plasma transfusion.
You drove all the way to Pennsylvania from New York just to donate.
Sure.
Jacob Markowitz recovered from the virus in March. He's one of the now tens of thousands of Orthodox and Hasidic Jews who are donating their plasma to help others.
I tried to help any other peoples who were suffering with the coronavirus.
Coronavirus has ravaged the Orthodox Jewish community, likely at a rate higher than any other ethnic group, according to public health data.
There's many families that don't have fathers or mothers. There's hundreds and hundreds of newly created orphans in our community.
Morty Searle is behind a grassroots movement to mobilize members of the community who have recovered from the virus to donate their blood plasma.
The tradition that everything we have in life is something to be utilized. We have the gift of recovery. We have the gift of antibodies. Our community cannot just sit and enjoy it. We all feel this intense obligation to go and to give it back.
You can think about those antibodies as sort of Pac-Men operating in your bloodstream that are going around kind of gobbling up the viruses.
Dr. Michael Joyner heads the convalescent plasma program at the Mayo Clinic, the lead institution conducting clinical trials and research on the centuries-old treatment.
And one of the reasons we've been able to treat 500, 600, 700 people a day on some days is because of the generosity of that Orthodox community.
He estimates roughly there have been 13,000 plasma transfusions to treat COVID-19 in the U.S., and at least half of all donations have come from Orthodox and Hasidic Jews.
Is this the biggest number nationally that we've ever seen in this country in terms of use of plasma?
Oh yes, by far, and likely the largest anywhere in the world ever.
What kinds of results have we seen with plasma transfusions?
Well, the most important thing we can tell people right now with some certainty is that it appears to be safe. The next phase is to begin to understand efficacy. We have many, many positive anecdotes.
One of those anecdotes is Kovacs's.
It was like a miracle. I could feel the difference immediately. I really think that this got me back to where I am today, sitting on my deck with my beautiful family.
Just a few days after receiving plasma therapy,
it's so nice to meet you, Jacob.
Kovacs got this special opportunity to meet his donor, Jacob, the man he believes helped save his life.
Hello, Robert. Hello. How's you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. It's so nice to meet you, Jacob.
Yes.
Really nice to meet you.
I'm waiting for this minute.
So have I. I have been so excited.
Wow.
So excited to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for really saving my life.
Wow. This is the best thing for me in my life that I can help you. That's make me my day, my year, my whole life. Make me. I'm so emotional after this meeting. I feel so connected with you.
Good. Well, we're the same. We're the same now. We're brothers from different mothers.
Yes. Yes.
And Dr. Narula joins us now. Dr. Narula, as your piece just made clear, it's the donors who are coming forward from the Orthodox and Hasidic Jewish community, not necessarily the doctors. I misspoke earlier. But it raises a question of how does one become a donor in the first place?
Well, the first thing is you just have to meet basic general requirements for blood donation. You have to be symptom-free from COVID for about 14 days, and you have to have lab-documented evidence that you did, in fact, have COVID. As far as how to find out where to go, you can go online, the Red Cross, the American Association of Blood Centers, lots of places you can get information. There's actually a new campaign called thefightisinuS.org, started by multiple organizations, academic institutions, and companies, where you can go online to that website website, and they can screen you through the website to see if you're eligible and put in your zip code and actually tell you where you can go locally to donate. But it's so inspiring to see this. You know, we focus so much on the tragedy associated with COVID, but to see these bright spots of humanity really coming together and showing just how altruistic these tens of thousands of Americans are, it's just fantastic and inspiring.
Hear, hear, Dr. Narula. Well said. That's a great note.